In the last two videos, I tied a knot with the Danish crown. First I did a 3-pass Danish crown, and then I tied it as a 2-pass Danish crown, and then put a pineapple interweave in it to make it a 3-pass. Well, I wanted to show it today and take it to a 4-pass Danish crown. So we will start by tying a 7-part 6-Bight Casa knot. And to do that, we've got about a 1/2 inch collar on about a 9/16 dowel, and this is 3/32 Apgood tactical cord that I've pulled the center out of. Okay, here we go. A 7-part 6-Bight Casa knot. We go around the mandrel, come down, and we cross our standing end. We go back along the left side of our standing end, across the top. Now we're doing the opposite of whatever the string is that we're following alongside of. So it's under, over. And then we cross and go back along the side. And do an under, over. Now we're going over, under, over. Over, under, over. Under, over, under, over. And we want to be having about 3 strands width between our gaps, because we're going to tie 3 interweaves. Under, over, under, over. We want to make sure that we're off our collar good. Over, under, over, under. Okay, so we're doing the opposite of this string. Over, under, over, under, over. Now see this bight right here? That's under, under. Got to make sure that we come in under it. And then it's over, under. Over, under, over. And that finished our 7-part 6-Bight knot. So if we wanted to count this, we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bites. Okay, to finish knot, you go in alongside your standing end, and I've got to where I used to just go like that along the standing end. I like to cross over my standing end and go in under 2 to be alongside of that strand, because that makes this string go under 2, and this string coming out is going under 2. It just is better when you go to finish your knot, I think. But now, and then tying a pineapple knot, you go under 2 to come alongside this string. So we're ready to start. We're going to use the same string, following this string, doing what it's doing. Over, under, over, under, and out over one. And with a Danish crown, it's just like tying a type 2 pineapple. We come out and we stay on the outside of this outside bight. And we're going to come in under 2 for a Danish crown. So we're skipping one bight and coming in under 2 so that we're following that strand right there on our right. We're on the left side of the strand, doing what it's doing. Over, under, we come to a pair, so we go over 2 and we go under our X. Over, under, and then we're going out over everything, which is 2. Skip one bight, come in under 2. Now we're going over, under 2, and split that pair. Over 2, split that pair, and go under our X. It ought to be up here off the stick so that our ends close nice. Okay, over 1, under 1, over 1, under 1, and out over everything, which is 3. Come in under 2. Skip a bight, skip one bight. Now, over 2, split a pair, under 2, split a pair. Now we're going to go over 2 and split this pair, and under our X. Over 1, under 1, over 1, over 2, because there's a pair. See, over 2, split that pair. That's our first pair that we split going up. And then we're going to go under 1 so we can go out over everything. Skip a bight. And now when we come in under our 2, we got to go under 3 because this is the pair we need to split. And a thing to remember is when you split that first pair going up, this is when you split this pair going in for your under 3. Might help somebody remember. Okay. Over 2, split a pair, under 2, split a pair. Over 2, split a pair, and under our X. Over 1, under 2, split a pair. Over 2, split a pair, and under 1, and over everything. We skip this outside bight, so we're going right along here. We don't split this pair, it's the next pair right there. Over 2, split a pair, under 2, split a pair. Over 2, split a pair, and under our X. Over 2, split a pair, under 2, split a pair. Over 2, split that pair, under 1, and out over everything. Now we skip this outside bight, doing right alongside of it. Now we don't split this pair, and we don't split this pair. We go clear to this one, and we're splitting that pair right there. Okay, over 2 split a pair, under 2 split a pair, over 2 split a pair, and now we can go right here under this 3x, and this is our standing end from our interweave, so we're going to go in right alongside of it. Okay, now I'm going to change colors. That is a 2-pass Danish crown. We're going to go in right alongside of this strand that we just come up with. Where this strand come out, we want to come out with it. That's about right. And we're going to be following the right hand side of that first interweave string. Over 2, under 2. Over 2. And see that strand right down there? That's your over 2. You want to make sure you're over that string. And now we're going to go in, and we're going to come out. Now technically, to do this right, it's a 4x. It's this string and that string and these 2 strings for a 4x. But I am going to purposely do a 3x, and I'm going to stay above that string right there. This string right here, this under from there to there, I'm just going to go over and stay on top of it. Now technically that's wrong, but I'll show you when we get done with the knot why I'm doing that right now, because it's going to make our ends close up more. Okay, we're following this strand. We're going over 2, under 2, over 2, and under a 4x to come out on the right hand side of that interweave string. Make sure I've got a place to come up. Over 2, under 2, over 2. Make sure we're getting over that string right in there. But I'm just going to go straight in and split this pair. I'm not going under that strand. I am just going straight through and splitting my pair. I might have been out of. See this string right here? I'm just going straight through. So this would be kind of we've got 3 this way, but only 1 on that one. We're just going to go right there. Split that pair and stay alongside of that, but I didn't pick up the bottom one. Technically, it's not correct, but there's a purpose. Okay, because see how I got to move over that way, because that string is on that side of my path. So I got to move over right against here and follow that string. over 2, under 2. Okay. Over 2, under 5x to split that pair right there. Straighten out my pair. Over 2, under 2. Over 2. Go in and split that pair right there. Over 2, split a pair, or over 3 and split a pair, under 2. I'm tangling them up. Over 2, under 5x. I'm dropping down on the, see right there's my edge of my collar. So I'm just off my collar, going under a 5x. Over 3, split a pair, under 2. Over 2, and go over here to split my pair. Over 3, split a pair, under 3, split a pair. And then we're going to go over 2, under 5x, and split that pair coming out. Over 3, split a pair, under 3, split a pair. Over 2, this string and that string, and then we go in right there, and I come, so I'm going under that one and those 3 to split that pair. Make space so I can come up next time around. Over 3, split a pair, under 3, split a pair. Over 3, split that pair, under 5x, and split that pair. Over 3, under 3, splitting pairs. Okay, we're going to go over 3, go in right there, and just slide over there and split that pair right there. Okay, over 3, split a pair, under 3, split a pair. Over 3, split a pair. And now if we were finishing at a 3 pass, I'd come under our 5x and come up right on the right side of my interweave string. But I want, that would make my interweave, if I did another interweave that way, it would put two blues together, then two oranges and two blues. I'm going to go in and come up. See this outside bite where it comes in under one and it's right there? That is where I want to follow. I'm going to come in under that one string, this outside bite where it's coming in under one. I'm going up on the right hand side of it. That is that's our primary knot. That's our first interweave string, and that's our second interweave string. I'm on the right hand side of the primary knot. Now there's a lot of people, when they're tying pineapple knots on the end of a bowzel, they like to tie their interweave following that, because it puts more at the base of your knot than out on the end of your knot. Now also, where we were letting these two strings cross, see how this strand is shorter than this strand? That helps make our end close up better, because you've got a smaller radius right there. This string is actually only going over this string, and that string is actually only going over two, even though that one is under us. It's crossed. This string coming in, it's coming in right there, and it's coming out right there. So we're actually making this a shorter jump that makes our knot close more at the top, if that makes any sense. Okay, we're going to make this is a 3-pass Danish crown. We're going to make it into a 4-pass Danish crown and have every other strand a different color, or blue, orange, blue, orange. Okay, we're following this. We're going over 2, under 3, between the two orange strings, between these two orange ones, right there, over 2. There's kind of a 3 down there because it's that cross, but follow this string and go in where it is and come out where it's coming out. Keep the tails out. Okay, so this is a over 3, but we're following the string, so we're just going to go over, and where it goes in, we go in, and we're going under and coming out between the two orange ones, following this string right there. So we go in right there and come out right there. And a lot of times it's more important to know where you're going in and where you're coming out than it is how many strings you're going over or under. Okay, we're following that string, so we're going to go in where it goes in, and we're going to come out where it's coming out with an under 3. Okay, so we're following that string, so we go in, and we're just going under that cross, coming out, following that strand, under the cross. Over, go in where that is, and we're coming out right there where it came out, so it's under 3. Over 3, go in where it's going in, and now we have a pair to split right there. See this blue one and this orange one? That's a pair right there. They're both going in the same place. So we go in there and come out, splitting the pair. We're going over 3, go in where that's going in, and come out where it's coming out for an under 3. Over 3, under our cross, and one more to split that pair. So now we're just going in there and coming out splitting a pair. We're following this string, go in where it's going in, come out under 3, where it's coming out, and now we're going over 3, going in right there, under, and split that pair right there. Over 4, split that pair, under 3, over 3, going in where that one is, going in, come up splitting that pair, going under our 3, I'd say going under a 3x, but we've been calling that a cross. Okay, we're going to go over 4 to split that pair. See that pair right there? We're going under 3, come out with that one. Over 3, going in right there. Going under our X to split that pair. Over 4, split that pair. And go under 4 to split this pair right down here. See, that's a pair right there. We split it. Okay, we're following that string, so we're just going to go over and in where it's going in. Out, splitting that pair right there for our 3x. Over 4, split a pair. Under 4, split a pair. Over 3, go in where that is. Come out, splitting that pair. Over 4, split a pair. Under 4, split a pair. We're down here where all our ends are. But we're following this strand, and we got a pair right there. So we're going over 4 and under our 3x, splitting that pair coming out. I thought I was in a string. There we go. We'll go over 4 to that pair, under 4 to that pair, over 4 to that pair, and come up, splitting that pair coming out. Over 4 to split this pair, under 4 to split this pair, 4 to split that pair, and we go under our 3X to come in alongside of our third interweaves standing in. That finishes a 4-pass Danish crown. And see, now you don't really notice it, but see how that one is shorter than these two? That one's shorter than these two. That just helped that be smaller right there. So it helped close up this end. This knot was not tied that way. This knot is tied correctly, so that this string stays on this side of that one all the way through. So see how these are more the same length there and there, where this one, that was a little shorter. It's just something that you might want to try. This is a little more open than this one. And this one's been pulled down tight. This one is still just the way I tied it. It's kind of loose. It could be dressed a little better. But I hope you'll try tying a 4-pass Danish crown. Thank you for watching.